Little Goats. I'm the Dungeon Master. These are the Dirty Goat Gang, and this whole thing is a mess. Welcome to Capra D&Diem. I'm Madison, the Dungeon Master. If I were an instrument, I would be a clarinet, because even though clarinets are considered woodwind instruments, they are also considered jazz instruments, but they still don't get to be included in jazz things. And they're very much overlooked when it comes to concert bands sometimes, and they don't really have a place to fit in, which is kind of how I see my life sometimes.
That was kind of deep, kind of dark.
Yeah.
It's not where I was going to go, and you'll see what I mean.
Felt like a poetry
different direction I did.
snaps for that.
Mine's pretty deep, but it's not going to be as dark.
I am Hot Goat. I'll be playing your Buff Wish this session. And if I was an instrument, I'd be a flute. Because when you blow me, you need to be delicate.
Alright.
We'll keep that in mind.
I am Sad Goat. I will be playing our pig barbarian. And I would be a triangle, because I'm definitely not a square.
I like it. I am Bad Goat, still Jed, and I would be drums. So I like to hang out in the background, but still be real noisy and annoying sometimes.
He likes to get beat.
Also, undercover serious.
Go ahead, Sadie.
Okay, I'm Chelsea. I'm playing Sadie the Bard, and I would be a viola because I'm just as good as my smaller, younger sister, but everyone forgets that I exist.
Ooh, throwing shade.
Yeah, for real, throwing shade at your own family.
Nah, she knows it.
I'm playing William, the paladin, and if I were an instrument, I'd be the saxophone because very few people find me cool, but most people look at me and they're like, meh.
When you said "but most people," I thought you were gonna like bring yourself up, but you're like,
I know,
bring
just
myself again.
Just
Yeah,
double
but
jab.
most people also like.
I think most people like the saxophone. Bill Clinton played the fucking saxophone.
Yeah, but most people look at the saxophone and they're just like, meh, it's alright. Some people look at it and they're like, it's really cool, and there's a very small group of people that are like, the shit's whack, yo.
I don't know, man. Whenever I see someone with a saxophone, I'm like, that's the kind of guy I want to go to the bar.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I went to an arts high school, like a performing arts and visual arts high school. And so I think anyone who can play any instrument is like god tier. Like saxophone especially, so fucking hard to do.
I guess I should start playing saxophone on the streams then, shit.
All I'm thinking about is a saxophone in the case, about 20 feet behind me that hasn't been touched in a couple of years, and I'm like,
it's so difficult, and like I think they're
Jacob,
cool.
Are we
dueling
about to have a sax
saxophones?
battle?
Oh god.
Yes.
I've been staring at the William icon for like the last 2 hours, and I did not put it together until now that that's Aaron.
That's how it was for like the first 45 minutes for me, and then I'm
Who the
like,
fuck
wait,
is this
Aaron's
guy?
the only one not here.
All right.
Wait, is his icon literally just a picture of him? Oh no, it's
No, it just says
No, just
William.
William.
Oh.
Alright, Jacob.
It's my turn?
Yeah.
I get alright, cool. Alright. I'm Jacob. I will be playing CTPO, and I'm a cowbell because I'm loud, annoying. Everybody says they hate me, but they always come back for more.
Hell yeah.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is
It's
more
more cowbell.
Alright, so last session, everyone got to meet in the Red Cap Inn. They got to mingle and take in all the weirdness of things around them. the White Rabbit asked for the party's help in breaking the curse of their queen, which, as the party was pretty much getting ready to discuss whether they were going to help the White Rabbit with his problem, a villager from the nearby village burst through the door of the inn, covered in scratches and blood mark, and asked them to help save their village that was currently under attack. So the team headed out to the nearby village. When they broke through the brambles of thorns surrounding the village, they ran into a young halfling girl who gave them some inspirational compliments and joined in the group and got to help them take out a few of these blood fiend and blood wraiths. And last we left off, they had just taken out the third one and were continuing their way through. So, I believe, Christina, it's your turn.
Right. So, having watched everybody just like rally around me to protect me, I'm going to be a little bit more bold, and I am going to cast Magic Missile, and I'm going to shoot one missile at each of the wraiths, like the last three that are sitting around me.
Nice.
Okay, so you would be able to hit the two red ones, but the yellow one is behind a wall of brambles.
Okay. Then I'm going to hit this one with two of them, and the other one with
Okay.
the damages are 4, 2, and 2. So I'll hit him with the 4, and the other one with the 2. So it's 4 damage.
Okay. So...
And then amphibian, I guess we'll move up a little bit and shoot this one.
that one's down. And we can say amphibian's gonna shoot at that one. Oh, so he hits for 3 piercing. Alright, now it's the Wraith's turn. This one is going to hit there. And this one is alright. Sir William.
Well, he can't really do anything anyway, so he's gonna run up here and grab the javelin that he dropped and launch it at Golden Boy over here.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not a long distance, so I'll have disadvantage.
Please don't hit me.
8 to hit.
8?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Does he hit Ben in the shoulder?
No, I'll say that it flies off to the left. Just barely missing the wraith. Alright, Sadie?
Okay. I am going to... Yeah, I am going to cast.
That's me doing the arrow thing. Okay.
Okay. I am going to. Who do we got left? We got the gold one and then the red one way up there.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see how far my baby legs can take me. I think I can do that much. And then I'm going to do... Yeah, I think I'm going to do another vicious mockery on the golden one. And so that'll be...
Wisdom throw.
Yeah, that's going to be a DC 14 wisdom throw.
He does save.
Okay. Fine then. Then nothing fucking happens. So I don't even think it takes half damage if it succeeds.
He's just a very confident Wraith.
Yeah. I try to pull the same bullshit as before with the other one. But it heard me with the other one, so it's like prepared for it.
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't even like look at you. He's just like, no.
It had a chance to like pump itself up. It's like, you're strong, you're beautiful.
You hear a faint whisper of sticks and stones may break my bones.
No, fully. And I'm like, wow, this is really what you're trying to do. That's like that's an interesting choice that you made, and like nothing's happening, and I'm just fuming. I'm like, this normally works. Ugh. And then I'm going to yeah, I got another inspiration to give. I'll pop another one at Jed, you hadn't used yours yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay. So you still got yours. Then yeah, I'll throw one at Bricks. I'll be like, you look pissed off to be here, and that's a mood. I'll be like, you're real mad, and I feel your feelings. Like, and she'll just be giving you like thumbs up and like look kind of like cartoon mad face, like oh. And so you get a D6 of bardic inspiration.
Okay. So now it's my turn, right?
Yep.
I'm guessing. So I'm gonna kind of grunt, and then I'm gonna pick up Fibian, and I'm gonna go over here. Right here. And I believe I can see that red one, right?
Yes.
And would I have disadvantage if I threw a javelin? Or would that be? It's 65 feet.
What's the range on the javelin? It should say like 20 slash or 30 slash.
It's 30/60.
Yeah, it says 30/120.
Oh, yeah. So you would be good.
Okay. Is that disadvantage or?
It's over 30, so wouldn't that be?
No, if it's
No, I
under
think if
30,
it's under 30
or over
or over
100.
120. Okay. So I'm gonna put Fibian on this javelin. And I'm gonna
That
throw
I'm gonna
it.
make you roll with disadvantage because
That's fine. That is fine. So that's a 15 with the disadvantage plus the 5 with the javelin, so that's a dirty 20. Anyways.
then I want
Or
you.
do I?
I want you to roll a luck check.
Okay,
If you
and is that
get-
just another D20?
If you get a 1 through, I think it's a 1 through. If you get under a 10, it's just like with death saves. So if you get under a 10,
Yeah.
Sir Fabian will fall off. But if you get above a 10, then I'll say that he makes it.
Okay.
And then
I got a
roll dex.
15.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll dex for him.
And as I'm throwing this javelin with Fabian on it towards the enemy, I'm looking at Fabian and I'm saying, "Do your worst." And it's like, I'm imagining he's gonna try and reaction attack this thing as the javelin hits it, but I don't know if that's even a
Doesn't
thing.
have any reaction.
No.
But I mean,
Well-
he's over there now, so there's that.
Yeah. And it did. If it hit him, if it hit the wraith, it did 7
I
damage.
already hit the damage, so it actually did.
Oh,
11.
okay.
So
Okay,
as
cool.
Fabian's
Fine with
flying
that.
through the air, he's gonna make like a frog squeal noise and just be like, oh wait, let me is that better with the voice mod?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Alright. CTPO.
All right. Yep. Movement, and I will. Not a healthy. I'll shoot a firebolt at the golden one.
Alright.
17 to hit,
That hits.
and side 4 fire damage.
Alright, and that's the gold one.
Mhm.
You take him out. Oh wait, no, he just moved there. Sorry, okay. So 4 fire damage.
Yes.
Nope. Roll a d20.
Oh, I was doing it for fun, but this isn't fun. Oh shit! Here we go. It's a 1.
1. All right, now roll a. Because I have some different fun things here. Roll.
Oh, you had your own
Fucking
special.
love magic.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So roll a d6 and re-roll ones.
Oh. I got a 6.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll percent. You want to do that for your d20 or d100?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So 88.
Oh boy.
You won.
Oh wow. Roll 3
Is it off
d6.
of the? Yeah. 9.
So that's not too bad. You suddenly feel a little bit heavier, but then you feel
Oh.
also a little bit healthier, and you gain 9 temporary hit points.
Ah,
But you also gain 9 pounds.
meh.
Oh man, don't let Sadie know. She's gonna have a field day. She will let you know it is noticeable.
The metal just got a little
Robot
thicker.
can still get fat.
gonna be
It's
like,
called I
"Did you
got
eat
dense, thank you. Like, ooh. Ooh. That was weird. Alright.
His metal got thicker.
Mm-hmm. Not telling you where.
Just water weight.
Yeah.
Alright, Jen.
Right. Well, as I see Bricks choose Sir Vivian instead of me, I have one single tear roll down my face, and then I bury my feelings deep and just poison spray the shit out of this. Yeah. It needs a DC 14.
So So I didn't do this before, and that was my bad because I didn't realize it. So you spray at him with a spray, and it hits him in the face, and you see it kind of like sizzle on him, but he looked like you just really pissed him off. And nothing happened.
Cool.
Just a bad day for Jet all around.
Cool. Cool.
And now it's Christina's turn.
Alright, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to give her a little pat on the head. And then I'm going to shoot this boy with an Eldritch Blast. Good. Five plus 6 is not hit, I'm assuming.
Nope.
Okay.
And it hits Ben.
Only if it was a quad would
Alright.
we have this.
What do you want Sir Vivian to do?
Well, I mean, he's over there, so
Short
Hit him with a
sword?
lamp.
yeah. Hit him with the lamp.
Alright, so he hits. You want to do the lance or the short sword?
I feel like the lance would do more damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then
So
which he missed anyways.
no, he hit. I rolled for him.
That was just to get the damage out.
Oops, clicked the wrong thing, guys.
Okay.
Oh no.
Coming
gone.
back.
He's missing.
So.
We just see Christina just go dead for a second. She falls to the
Disappears from
ground.
existence for like 5 seconds.
There's just the Mac beach ball. She's just buffering.
Which in this context means she's just swollen up.
I hope I didn't kill
Jed,
Sir
go ahead
Vivian.
and take an opportunity attack.
It has to be a melee attack, right?
Yes.
Right. What is a D8? That is a 4.
Okay, so you miss. You miss here. Rick, make a dex save.
That's just a
You
D20,
have-
right?
Yep.
And you have Bardic if you need it, right?
That's a 12. Do I add anything to a dex save?
Use
No, I'm
your
not.
dexterity
Oh,
modifier.
that's a
Box
14.
has throws because it might also have proficiency.
I don't have proficiency in saving throws and dexterity. I just have the 2. So it's a
14.
yep.
Are you choosing to use inspiration or not?
Sure. That's a 1d6, right?
Yep.
I'll use
Yep.
it just to be safe. So that's a 17.
Okay. Okay. So you're fine. So the wraith reaches forward and like tries to grab your face, and you feel it kind of like he grabs onto your face and just tries to like open your mouth almost, but you're able to kind of like shake your head and like knock away his hands before he gets to do anything. And
Get away from me, foul beast.
this one's just gonna take
It's the giant pig.
attack at Sir Vivian. And he misses. Ooh.
Yeah, Sir Vivian. I knew Sir Vivian would be okay over there, that's why I threw him.
Alright, Sir William.
Sure.
Well, no, the real idea was to throw him and have him attack him, but I don't know how that works.
You have to have him prepare an action beforehand.
Oh.
He's gonna run up here and chuck a javelin at the wraith that's fighting Sir Vivian, and he's going to make it's gonna be 15 to hit.
And that hits.
For 9 piercing damage.
And Sadie's turn.
Did medicine freeze?
Nope. Did I?
Oh, boom.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear like one syllable every time you start talking.
Yeah, and the picture's frozen.
What about now?
That's what I heard.
Damn it. I
Alright.
wasted it.
Alright, Sadie, your turn.
Okay. So I am going to move. Yeah, I'm gonna square up with this guy, and Sadie is pissed that
Sadie smash.
oh she's throwing a hissy fit, like a little preteen tantrum that her bullying didn't work. She is going
Childish.
to attack with her rapier, and so I'm going to roll that in real life. So that is a 12 plus 6, 18.
That hits.
Nice.
Cool. And then it's got another Brix is within 5 feet of it, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so I get sneak attack as well?
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, multi-class.
Hell yeah. She's got a little bit of rogue in her.
She's a snard.
Yes, she is. So yeah, she's gonna do her
7,
1d8 plus 4 piercing.
So that's 7 plus the sneak attack damage.
Yeah, and that's gonna be 1d6, which I got a 6.
Nice.
Okay, Brick, it's your turn.
This thing isn't dead yet, right?
Nope.
So since it tried to grab my face, I'm gonna
Crap,
swing
that's
my.
face.
Well, I'm gonna
Do it.
swing my my trident at it, the two-handed one, and I'll roll that physically. Oof, that's a 4. I
If you
didn't
take
hit.
1 step to your right, you would get advantage.
Can I do that?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that then. 1 step to the right.
There you go. I got you.
Oh,
We flanking.
weird. A 14.
That hits.
Alright. And I'll just do that for the damage. And that's 9.
Alright, so he looks really, like, messed up. Really messed up.
And for flair, I kind of just like stabbed him in the stomach for trying to grab me in the face.
Can we like have made like opposite side like stab wounds?
Yeah, both at the same
Okay.
time, just both, like, stab
Yeah,
him
just
right through the same time.
Timed it out, yeah. It's like a little shish kebab.
Teamwork that made that dream work for us.
Well, I will move up, and I would chill touch.
Try. Oh,
I wanna
was
touch
gonna
it.
say try and touch it. Yeah. I was gonna say try and
And
touch it.
I wanna know, can you show me?
I don't know how, but I didn't touch it. I got a 8.
So you kind of go in to like touch it, but your hand kind of flat, like there's a, what's the word? Corporeal, like parts of it that's not solid, and so your hand kind of goes
Corporeal.
through it.
Corporeal.
Corporeal. Yes. All right,
Well.
Jed.
Alright. 1, 2. Oh, I can't move my guy, but I'm just gonna move.
Is this where we form Voltron?
You here?
Our powers combined.
And I'm just gonna be better. This mega trait breaks. That's why I got a 3, so it doesn't matter.
Well, if you were to
No,
take
don't worry,
one
that's
more
the-
step, you'd get advantage.
I still got a plan.
Got a 2.
Jesus. Okay.
Not a good day.
Welcome to the
There
two
you
crew. All right, Christina.
Yeah, so I'll just.
Come fix our mess.
So this is the last one, right?
Yep.
I think so.
So instead of killing him, can I question him and find out why they're attacking this small village?
You can try.
That to me sounds like they don't speak English.
That to me sounds like
Not necessarily that they don't speak anything. Just,
That it's just not going to tell us anything.
Yeah. So I am going to try to intimidate it to tell us what it knows. Born intimidation. So...
Does it help his intimidation that we're all surrounding it?
And all of its friends have died.
So-
I'll give you advantage with intimidation.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my second roll was worse anyways. So it was a 19 plus 4, so that's 23 to intimidate. I'm gonna say I just like make my hands glow and like my eyes with my eldritch power, and I'm just like, why are you attacking these people? And then Amphibian's gonna be in the background like, get him!
Roll a wisdom.
Nat 20. So I know all the things. I know all things.
So as you kind of start to get like angry and want essentially like intimidate, you feel the necklace on your necklace start to get cold, and it kind of starts to shine a little bit. So the eldritch power that you're feeling is icy to the touch. So your eyes, and then Sir Vivian notices that your eyes kind of flash like a ice blue.
So my eldritch power is blue, not green.
No.
Cool.
You just feel your power.
I feel like for
AJ, what just happened essentially is you almost went Super Saiyan.
I was so close.
So the blood fiend, or what did you ask?
It's scared
I
of
asked
cold.
why it's attacking this village.
And the blood fiend kind of like looks at you and screeches, and he's like, "I must feed my mistress." And
Follow-up question.
Well, I don't care for that.
you only get 6 seconds, and that's 6 seconds. With the
That's
question.
pretty much, yeah, that was pretty much it.
I can try
Well-
to follow up question on my turn as well.
Yeah, maybe we figure out.
I get kids
Who
talking,
we need
or
to kill,
kids get
yeah.
people talking.
Yeah.
And he, Britt, go ahead and roll a dex save.
4.
You'll
Total?
hate to see it.
Yeah, total. 4 total.
Okay, so he turns, after answering Christina's question, he turns back to Port, or not Port, Jesus, yeah. He turns back to Britt and leaps forward, yanks open your jaw this time, and you all watch as this creature just stuffs its head into Brick's mouth and slides down into his throat.
Oh my
Disappears inside of him.
god! Wow.
And
Well,
you
I mean,
It's
delicious,
take-
but no. How dare?
You take 6 bludgeoning damage. The blood fiend is absorbed into your body, in the process killing itself. And then I pull up the short-term madness table.
this probably isn't great.
And to
I
be,
think I'm standing right next to a raging barbarian.
yeah, I was gonna say he's currently raging too, right?
Yes.
So he would take half of
Yes,
that
I-
damage. So instead of
Okay.
you'd only take 3 damage. And let me second.
And I'm assuming
Yes.
like a dinky little healing word's not gonna undo a madness.
But you guys do you do kill everything and you're done. But you see kind of Pork kind of like
In a
fall
way.
to his knees there.
This is awkward, guys.
So I'm assuming this madness just makes me see the wolf in everything I look at.
It sounds like there's different types of madness.
Yeah, what type of madness is it? I could start attacking my friends or the people I
Roll
just met.
We just all look like trees now.
D100.
Can I just do that on here?
Yes, I believe it's one of the dice options.
Yeah, roll D100. I did it for my mystical magical nonsense.
All right, 37.
Okay. Yep, I got a 37.
So I don't know exactly how this is gonna work, but you have become frightened. You are out of combat now, so your rage is gone. So yes, you can be frightened. So all of a sudden, like you just feel your body you just feel chilled and super like afraid. Like all the memories from seeing your brother lose his eye and the whispers of the big bad wolf walking through the fog and you can't see him and all that just flood into your mind. And you just sprint in a random direction. Roll a 1d4.
I got a 1.
Alright, so you sprint north and you're just trying to get away. You don't know what you're trying to get away from, but you just run.
Okay, so I just run up this way.
Yep, and then I'm gonna roll a d10.
I'm gripping my face and squealing like a mad pig.
Did I grab onto him as he ran?
So for the next
Alright.
10 minutes, you are frightened. And you're just trying
Ben
to
said he
escape.
grabbed onto me. That's funny. So Ben's
For
just
the
riding a mad
frightened
pig.
condition, does anything happen? Does he get a chance to break out of it if he takes damage?
Not for madness.
Not for madness. Okay, cool. Because I was going to say,
So
he left a
as-
threatened area.
As I'm trying
We
to
could just
like
bonk him.
run away, apparently, I'm just gonna. Can I grab my javelins I threw?
No.
No. Okay. I'm just running.
William's going over here to grab one of the javelins he threw.
Amphibian will collect his javelins for him.
So,
Is that-
Wrong.
you guys managed to kill off all the blood fiends, and now Brick is just running in circles, screaming and frightened and scared, and you're, just gonna, I guess, let him do that.
Yeah, he can just live that one.
You see...
Ah!
So what are you guys gonna do now?
also gonna go over here and look for the other javelin that went off in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, so yeah, you guys collect all your weapons and everything.
I try to somehow get on him, like fly above him.
Go ahead and do an athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. A 5.
You just can't get a hang of the whole flying thing.
No, wait, I'm gonna figure this thing out.
Watching him run around is so entertaining.
Yeah, Sadie's definitely going to ask if this is like a thing that happens or if this is like a new thing. If this is a normal
So,
thing. Or
question. Can I just start hacking at this bramble to try and get out?
Yeah.
Oh crap.
not. Yeah, that was also going to be on Sadie's agenda on whether or not we just let him try to fucking escape. Because
Yeah, I don't.
he doesn't know anything about you guys.
Because I met this man.
I'm not raging, so it's
Like
7
an
damage
hour
to the
ago.
bramble.
No, you
Okay, so we don't know if the angry pig is good to leave or
I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna keep
he's-
hacking at this repeatedly.
Because
I
I
mean,
think
he is his own person, so like.
okay,
I don't
do you
know,
think
but-
if I use like a charm person, do you think that
I'm
would
just
like calm
taking
him
notes
down
on this.
until he's able to like chill out a little bit? Do you think that's something we should try, or do you think we should just let him like tire himself out?
I just kind of let him go. I mean, you can try to charm him, but
I mean,
I gotta
don't-
be honest with you, sweetie.
I don't know.
Can I just
I've
say
been
while they're
watching you for the
doing
last
while
little bit,
they're
and you're not a
talking
very-
and I got out. Can I just say
I'm
I
not
got
what?
out?
Hold
I
on.
said you were not a very charming. You were.
Oh my.
I mean, I can be when I want to be, you know? Those guys were being so mean, and they just kind of
I
like
mean-
made me pissed off. You know? Like, and I don't know.
Vivian
Some of
hears that and
the
goes,
other kids
"The
that I know,
nerve."
some of the other kids that I know, like, when people make them mad, they say things and then people go away, and so like, I don't know. I was just trying it out. But
Oh,
I mean, I get it, but just a word of advice, sweetie. There's never a reason to not be ladylike. Just
I don't
you
know.
gotta
I
keep
don't know
your
what you're
wits
talking
about
about.
you.
She's
And
like
then
chewing
I'm
on her
gonna-
hair.
I'm gonna pull her hair out of her. Be like, you have so much to learn. And then I'm just gonna like pick her up because I'm assuming she's very small. And I'm gonna
I'm
just
so small. Yeah.
carry her over to go get my phone.
I'm gonna stick my arms like a small kid too. To get picked up too.
I don't worry you.
I'm like right next to you.
If he put his arms up, then I'll pick him up too. Just
I'm so
carrying
comfortable.
these small children. And I'm gonna look over to William and I'm gonna be like, so like, are we at daycare now? Is that what we do?
I don't
Just-
think you be watching any children.
I'm just gonna assume that Ben is also a child. As far as I know.
William, make roll 2d6.
I've got 1 on both of them.
Okay, so you're at 4 points of stress.
Snake
Yeah,
eyes.
childcare will do that to you.
So right now,
I'm back to Jeff.
you're kind of afflicted with an abusive nature where you feel like hostile even towards your companions. Not
Get those
like,
dang
not like you
kids
wanna
away from me.
attack them, but more like you're just kind of hostile comments type deal.
like y'all
I
suck.
can't take care of those kids. Get them away from me.
I got my own problems.
Fuck them kids.
I mean, like, I don't want to be the first one to say it, but like, this guy seems like a grown up. Like, this guy seems like a whole freaking guy. You know, like,
Yeah, sweetie, he doesn't seem like he's all there. I'm gonna go over here and like.
no,
as
I mean
carry
the,
him
the
up.
little, the little one on the other shoulder.
So,
Like,
CTPO,
are
you
you also a kid?
realize that
You could tell me.
if Brick were to
Play Kings.
finish hacking through the brambles and escape, like, he could just take off, and you realize that he's afflicted with a condition, and this isn't just him being weird. So
Hey, dude, let me ask you a question. Does laying in like the buffest arms I've ever seen intimidate me?
I don't know, sweetheart, does it? And then I'm gonna flex a little bit.
Ooh.
I don't know if Jed would be intimidated or turned on, so I'm just gonna say none of the above.
God.
Well, I'm pretty
Alright,
confident
so
you're a
I'm
child,
going-
So you can be whatever you want to be, but I think you're barking up.
I'm gonna get up beside him, realizing that this doesn't seem right, and I'm like, how can I? There's nothing I can do. Wait, I know what makes normal things better. A nap. And I cast sleep.
Alright, what's the wordings for that?
I'm going to roll. I'll do it at second level for shits and giggles. So, is it 41 or? Yeah, I think it is because I went. How much health do you have?
You just knocked me out, bud.
All right, he's very tired. Asleep. Shh.
So you
Like
And I'm
I'm-
deeply
I was-
confused that it actually worked. That's all I did was go. Shh.
I'm technically like -8 hit points.
That's okay. It's okay. It doesn't do damage. It's just that means it can affect you. Sleep.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, the way
Yeah, I-
Rick,
sleep works-
you're sitting there hacking away, and then CTPO kind of comes out, and he just very quietly says, "Sleep," and this blue glowing magic kind of like comes from his mouth as he says it, and then tingles over you, and you kind of like, oh, I want to take a nap, and you just kind of tip over and fall asleep on the ground.
How much of the bramble did I get through though?
You were about to break through. So he stepped up just in time.
Hey, can we, lady, can we walk over to the robot? Can we walk over to the clock man? Thank you.
And then, where is he?
You guys can just
Over.
roleplay it. You don't have to actually move your tokens over.
What? I wasn't.
I'm next to the sleeping brick. It's
Alright,
funny.
so I'm gonna carry them over there, and then I'm gonna set them on Brick's sleeping body, like just kind of sitting there.
Nice.
I snuggle up next to it.
William's
He is comfy.
considering getting back on his horse and riding back to the inn.
Wait, we might need your horse to carry me though. Oh wait, you don't care. You're hostile towards us.
Yeah, how long does sleep last?
That's a very good question.
Forever. Sorry. Need to get you
Till
true love's
something
kiss
hits him.
now.
Here, I'm just gonna do that.
It's
This is easier.
10 minutes, isn't it?
Oh,
Or
no,
it's a
duration,
minute.
1 minute.
1 minute. Yeah.
Take yourself
No,
a
so I'm
minute.
still gonna be pretty. Would I still be under the madness,
I would say,
or the sleep put me out of it?
I mean, we could just let him sleep
yeah.
for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I would say it doesn't stay just for a minute. Like,
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So you're sleepy until you get woken up.
Mm-hmm.
How much does pork weigh?
300
Okay.
pounds.
Alright. And how much does the robot weigh?
I don't know.
Currently,
Did you
Well,
say
he gained a little bit.
300?
Gained a little bit of water weight. I noticed.
hold on. Should be.
This is exactly why I didn't want to deal with these kids.
Damn. Cute.
Hey, mister, you look like you're having a bad day. Do you need a hug?
Hug him.
I don't want no hugs.
I give like such good ones.
I don't want no hugs.
But like you're tall enough, I could give you like a leg hug.
That seems kind of
yeah.
weird.
So I weigh
But, like-
310. I'm actually the heaviest. Well, 319 currently.
Yeah, I was gonna say, be honest with yourself.
Look, I said it before. I'll say it again. I'm not fat. I'm dense. It's metal. It happens.
The camera adds 10 pounds. It's okay.
It's like this
Looks like
isn't.
you're
Pounds in
walking,
space.
bud.
He's just
It's what I've been doing. I'm
he's
also
big
tall as
chassis.
shit. Jesus Christ.
So you guys notice there's other villagers coming out of the homes and stuff, and they're like picking up the dead bodies of the villagers who were unfortunately killed. And
yeah.
there's other villagers that are starting to kind of hack at the brambles. They're pulling what they can to like the middle of the town and like gonna try to burn them away essentially.
William offers to help bury the bodies and bless them.
The villagers agree, thanking you for helping, and take whatever help they can get.
So I'd like to walk up to this villager in front of me and just.
Hey, yeah, hi. So I found this kid, and like, where are her parents?
Oh, I don't have any. I don't live here. I don't live here.
Then, okay. Follow
Yeah.
up. Why did these things come and attack your village? Random citizen.
So the villager who looks pretty beaten up, scratched up, kind of says, we don't know why we were targeted, but this wasn't the first time a village has been attacked. It's the Queen Annabelle. She sends her blood fiends to feed her new madness for blood.
Oh, that's the crazy. I'm gonna say that, like whisper that to the child.
Super gross. Blood's supposed to be on the inside.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
supposed to be in like those
Also-
guys.
Just real quick, dirt's not supposed to be on the outside either.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like a big
She's
smear of like dirt.
She's perpetually got like like mud or dirt somewhere on her face and neck. Just always. As soon as you clean one up, you notice there's one somewhere else.
Another one item.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, okay, well, I'll work on that. It just rubs more dirt.
Prestidigitation. Clean.
Okay.
So, you got more
I'll
questions?
go and bring this information to the rest of the group
Okay.
and be like, yeah, so guys, apparently these things work for that queen we're supposed to go and, you know,
Talk
uh,
to.
take care
I'm
of.
guessing they dragged me over here.
So,
We'll say that.
oh,
Dragging a freaking repent pig.
Yeah, I made my way back.
Yeah, I was gonna cast Tensar's floating disc under him so that he's just kind of with it,
Well,
and the kids can sit on it too.
So you see Sir William helping
Kick my little feet.
the villagers like take some bodies and kind of go off to the side to start burying them and prepping them for services and stuff. And then the other villagers hacking away at the brambles, trying to clear them out. So if you guys want to help or just stand and watch.
I mean, they
I'm trying to
can
think-
help.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything Sadie can even do. I'm just a little curious.
Did the wraiths disappear, or did they more or less like have a material
Um,
s? left
I would
behind after
say
they.
that the spots where they died have pools of like congealated blood, black and dark red sludges of blood where they were killed.
Oh, well. I'll make a note
The
of that.
places where the people died or where the wraiths died?
Where the race died.
Great. And then I'll help burn away, bramble
Put
here and
some
there.
in a bottle.
Oh, roll.
I ain't got a bottle.
D20.
Damn it.
Because your sleep spell. Forgot about that.
Actually, I rolled a 2 previously because I rolled it expecting it. So I was like, haha, but I actually just rolled a 10 anyway. So.
Okay.
I think Sadie is worried that William is mad at her. And so she is going to try to run around this little area and pick whatever like flowers or plants or leaves that she can and try to like make just like the grubbiest little like handfuls of like garden bouquets for each of the little plots that they're making for the villagers who didn't make it out. Trying to help, but she's not really strong enough to help with the digging, and William's the one handling all the blessings, and so she's just kind of scrambling around being like, this looks like something, and just getting like big mounds of plants with like the roots still attached and being like, I don't know, does this help?
Just curious, what level are you, William?
Everyone should be 3.
Yes.
I can't remember what level you get access to by spell.
To what?
Revivify as a paladin, so you can like.
That's a 6th level
If you
spell,
have-
I thought.
6th level? No.
Yeah, Revivify
there's
is not
something.
a low level spell.
It might
I
not
think
be Revivify.
gentle repose.
There's something that paladins get pretty low level. I think it's like a 2nd level spell
I think you're thinking
to
of
like
gentle.
bring things back from the dead. But, like,
Revivify is 3rd
it's got like
level,
a very short time limit.
which would be like paladins don't get 3rd level spells until 6th or 7th level, I want to say,
Yeah.
Oh,
or later actually maybe. But yeah, Revivify is not something you get at low levels.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well then they're just gonna stay dead.
So
Thought I might try to help.
yeah,
So,
gentle
yeah.
repose is a 2nd level spell.
I mean, he could try to cast Lay on Hands on each one of them and give them like 2 hit points each.
But I think they've been dead too long, right?
Yeah, those villagers are like
Yeah, they're dead.
sucked
dead.
dry of blood, dead.
Well, that was just a thought.
Yeah, I thought
Yep.
about doing a healing word, but yeah, they've been.
So
So yeah, Sadie's like trying to follow you around and help however she can, but she knows that you're mad at her, so she's trying to also like.
Anytime Sadie gets near him, he kind of glares at her, but he seems approving of the help.
Yeah, no, and every time you look at her, she like freezes like a little statue, and then she like when you turn around, she like creeps.
I'm
back
just gonna
to
say,
follow
because
you.
I'm sleeping, every once in a while, I'm just gonna let out a big squeal.
I feel like that might be a problem for me.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a jump scare trigger.
So after a while, you guys finish helping the villagers and they thank you. Brick, you wake up from your sleep.
I just kind of look at everyone. I'm like, what happened?
You just had like a really big nap.
You have a ghost inside you.
Why is there a child and a gnome on my stomach?
Well,
'Cause you're
all on the
really
floating
comfy.
disc right now. I mean,
Let's say you were asleep.
Can I permanently ride this disc into battle? No, I know, I can't. That'd be
you
dope though.
could. You could. It just is it's spell slots for me. So.
So are you guys gonna stay in the village, or are you gonna head back to the B&B?
We should probably head back to the B&B.
Well, I don't. Is it the red cap B&B?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't really like it there. The people inside are really mean to me.
Why?
I'm gonna pick her and the gnome up after I stand up and put them on my shoulders, and I'm like, no one.
Thank you.
Now.
When you ask
I'm gonna
why,
pat her on the head.
when you ask why they're really mean to her, William kind of shoots you a glance like she's a little too energetic.
I'm gonna pat her on the head.
I mean-
I'm gonna be like,
Sweetie, you're
You're being a dick.
Nobody's ever gonna be mean to you again.
Aww.
And then give her a wink.
Aw. She does a little happy dance on the shoulder.
Also, I'm gonna pick up Fibian and put him on top of my head.
Progress.
Starting the
Voltron,
creation of
assemble!
Voltron.
So William's gonna be here for a couple
I'm the
hours
actual robot, not a part of this.
doing all the rites, wouldn't he?
I would say like it's been a couple hours since you guys helped, did everything.
Okay.
CTPO, you remember that you have the map that the White Rabbit gave you? Now that you guys like kind of have seen a little bit of what the White Rabbit was talking about, and you know that essentially that their queen has gone mad, and now you've seen a little bit of what that madness means for the you know the people.
Mm-hmm.
So she or you kind of take the map out and take a look. I have to edit it still a little bit more because there was another version that got mixed up somewhere. But so you guys are roughly in this area. So to get to where the sleeping or where the other the cursed princess was, you would have to go I think I said east east.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where you would need to go.
Text Town.
Yeah, all the way to text.
Yeah, I didn't have a name for that
text
yet.
Arcana, boy.
There will be a name eventually.
What?
But
So,
that is,
The map's outdated, so we'll figure it out when we get there.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna find a lamp with a genie in it at some point?
I mean, spoilers, so don't worry about it, because we're
Mind
not
your
even
business.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
Not even
But-
going that way.
What made you think of that?
Have no idea.
William's scared to death of going back through Queen Mary's lands, but he's also fed up with this shit and he wants to get rid of the evil queens, so he's ready to go.
So, is anyone else gonna help form this Voltron?
I still find it hysterical that the robot isn't going to be a part of the robot.
Sadie is making
I'm
like
also...
big eyebrows, being like, "Come on, you know you want to."
I don't know how it's going to work.
You could be the feet.
I'm not that strong.
Anyways,
I can barely hold
I'm
my own
ready.
weight.
I am ready to head to text. That's what we are doing.
Alright, so you guys agree. One of the villagers offers their home for you to all rest up before you head out. William, you bring your horse into the village to you feed and water and everything. And then I guess you guys can take the night to kind of rest up and maybe get to know each other a little bit more. Ask for questions or help. depending on
So,
who needs what.
does my stress go back to 0 after a long rest?
Yes.
Can we get him anti-anxiety meds?
Do you even know what's going on with him is the question. You guys just kind of know
I
that
just know that you get real anxious sometimes. Things happen.
That was gonna be my pig's first question. Why are you so anxious? Good night.
Their pig talks.
Snort and all.
There are some things that are better left untalked about.
Sadie looks at you with like sad, like sympathy eyes and hands you like a real crumpled up one of the like dandelions from earlier that was like in her, just fully in her pocket, just like it's just crunched up, and
saving
she's
it.
just like, hey,
I'll be
you know,
RB, guys. I'll be right back.
He takes it and puts it in his epaulette, and he kind of just rubs your hair. Like a little ruffle.
we say
like a little,
that,
like a big brother noogie.
That's how she likes it.
While we're all in this house, just kind of, I am gonna be brushing Sadie's hair because she is just not princess material right now. I'm gonna change that.
There's so many tangles, you are going to have to break a couple brushes and combs.
That's
So,
okay.
Sir William, you realize that the automatron that is sitting there with you, you've never really seen one. Of all the weirdness, all the weird creatures you've, experienced in the lands that you've grown up with, you've never really seen a robot in that shape or form before.
William kind of looks over at the robot and he's like, "Hey, Bolt Bucket, what's your story?"
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
I don't see any bolts. It's been a long time since I've been a bucket. What's up?
Like, how does this work? Are you organic? Did someone make you? How do you come into existence?
I don't think you can just ask someone if they made them.
That's
rub
kind
my-
of a personal question.
Rub my hands together, and a little presentation comes out, and it's a little rainbow, and it goes, I don't know. I'm as clueless as you.
Everyone.
I mean, you guys just asked me why I freak out at things, and I feel like that's a personal question, so I think I'm justified in asking a couple personal questions of my own.
Yeah, but
Side note, I didn't ask you
am
shit.
royalty, so like
I was minding my own damn business.
follow your
There's no. I'm
Peasant
done with royalty. There is no such thing as royalty to me.
Oh, you're one of them. Okay. And then I'm gonna lean over to Sadie and be like, "They like this thing called democracy. It's gross."
So, are we like at a table and drinking? I assume.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming this is like to begin the night. So, William grabs a mug off the table, and you see it slowly start to crack. You see blue lines slowly start to work their way around as it cracks in like a maze, and it kind of shatters apart. And he looks at you and he says, "Once you've seen a queen do that to a man, you're done with royalty."
I mean, that
That
was
was
So
pretty-
Sir Fibian kind of puts a hand on you, Christina, and just shakes his head slowly, like, just accept it and move on.
And Sadie kind of whispers to Christina, "The queen turned someone into a mug."
I haven't been paying attention to him
I am
at all.
So
Under
sorry. I had no idea.
I
I couldn't imagine being cutlery. It would. Oh my god.
And Sadie's like whole world is like, kind of like, whoa, like, it's getting bigger. It's like, what would life be like if you were just a cup? Like, she's like having a moment.
I'm gonna pick Amphibian up and I'm gonna place him in a mug of beer, and he's just gonna kind of swim and drink. Kinda what he's doing.
So Jed, you kind of look at CTPO and, you wonder if he got here the same way you did.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a chat eventually. Gonna ask him a bunch of stuff about why, if Merle sent him too. And yeah.
Did you ask me now?
Yeah. I
I
guess
was
I
like,
worded that weirdly.
yeah, we're gonna have. I'm like, okay, future. And then silence. I'm like, oh,
No, later episode we'll chat.
so not right now or right now?
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, all right.
All the
I'm so
sarcasm.
confused.
What's happening?
I'm a robot. I don't get it.
What
Yeah,
is
no.
love?
You know Merle. He might have sent you on a weird mystical journey. I was sent on an errand, and I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, me either. Just taking a look at this map, we aren't near home.
I tend to agree. I
So
have
CTPO,
studied all of his.
Yeah, make a. I'd say either a history or an arcana check.
It's not good for either. Let me go back to 4. What is better? Ooh, Arcana, actually.
Just drinking.
Yeah.
Wondering about Sir Fibian and why he's with a princess.
It's a 7.
Okay, so do it with advantage.
Oh, God. That would be. I'm gonna go with the 7.
Oh no.
Watch the numbers.
So Jed makes a good point that, like, based off the map, like, you guys are definitely not on the, the continent of the Forgotten Realms where you would normally be. So you can, but Jed mentions to you that he came in through a portal. So you could probably conduce that you're not in Kansas anymore.
I mean, maybe if we got to like the coast, we could catch a boat back home.
It's
Maybe
possible.
We got teleported to the other side of the world or something.
It's not like we've ever seen this before, so.
Yeah.
Uncharted.
I'm gonna look at Ben and I'm gonna go.
What's a boat?
So it's like a big log that they hollowed out and it floats.
Oh yeah, we sit on a lot of logs. That's kind of our thing.
Oh, good.
So how big is this?
I mean, they come in different sizes. You could have like a 2-person log or like a 200-person log.
A 2-person log would be a stick.
I mean, maybe if they're little people. But look at this guy. He's a heavy boy.
You're not big.
I'm not big, but look at him.
Yeah.
Can
I
I
he's not a
take a
person.
check to see if I realize that she's like a frog princess?
Yeah, if anyone wants to make, we'll say...
I would say...
Would it be like
multiple
insight?
times?
Multiple times
Insight
Amphibian has
checks,
called
yeah.
her the princess
Yeah.
The princess of what?
of the frogs.
Yeah, but I don't know if anybody's actually put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Sadie's definitely
No.
caught that, especially since Christina is trying to teach her how to be a princess.
Hell
So
yeah.
Not
It would be
necessarily a
insight?
princess, just not a monster.
Not a gremlin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
insight checks for anyone who wants to see if they can put 2 and 2 together.
I
Rolling an inside check. 19.
Here,
So I had
I'll do it for
wisdom
fun.
today, right?
got a 6.
I believe it is wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got a 9, and then I'm proficient, which is another 3, so I got a 12.
I also got a 12.
Okay, yeah, so, put pretty much everybody past that. You guys all can conduce that, because she did mention something about a curse earlier.
A 6 was enough?
Okay, well, except for,
Yet again, the robot is clueless. I don't understand.
Understand social cues.
everybody
I don't.
else can, conduce, since she mentioned that she's got her own curse to break for herself, that this girl was probably a frog. And it kind of makes sense since she's got a little frog knight that she carries around everything with her, and he calls her princess. So either
I
that,
will break your curse.
actually,
Even-
but 3CT or CTPO, you have concluded that that knight should probably be human, the frog knight, and he got turned into a frog, and she's trying to break his curse.
It makes so much more sense. It's backwards. You guys are all wrong. You're all wrong.
Yeah,
I
would almost
understand
say
that.
that the people from the real world or the normal world would assume that it's the frog that got turned, or the person got turned into a frog, and then people from our world who probably know that there's definitely a frog kingdom would understand it's the other way around.
Yeah, and Ben.
Yeah, no, I
Ben's a
fully
druid,
believe
so
it's-
I think he kind of the naturistic parts of it make more sense.
He
to him.
can see my frog-like aura.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna wild shape into a frog. And
Got a
use her-
real swampy
join in the
aura
beer.
on that one.
So,
Wild shape
oh,
into a
go ahead,
frog.
Aaron.
While William has kind of started to accept Sadie a little bit, he's still a little uncomfortable with the idea that we're just taking a random child on an adventure to go fight people.
Oh, is that where we're going?
Yeah, we're about to go like do a lot of things that are not age appropriate.
Oh.
Hey, I'm only
Wait.
5.
Who said we're fighting people? Like, I get what happened in the town, but we're just supposed to go talk to her.
I
I have
am here
a
to
very
kill a
bad
wolf.
feeling that that there's definitely going to be some things that are not appropriate for it. He kind of looks Sadie up and down. 10-year-old.
And she kind of puffs her chest out and she goes, I'm 11. And
Yeah,
she like
it's fine.
kind of like and does like a little pose. And she goes, also, on Neverland Island, I have to fight pirates all the time. So like it's like I fight all the time, or at least I used to. So I could fight. It's like not even a big deal.
Okay, you can fight. But have you ever actually, aside from just today, have you ever actually had to deal with death?
So, make I would say either a history or an insight check, Aaron. Whatever one's better for you.
Probably.
But they're doing this. Can I try and arm wrestle Fibian?
My
You'll
dice
lose.
keep rolling off the table. That is going to be a 12.
Okay, so you have heard stories about you've never been to Neverland yourself, but you know the reputation of Captain Hook and his pirates and how deadly they are. And you also know, the stories of Peter Pan and his lost boys and how for years they have fended off the pirates. So you can deduce that she probably can hold herself pretty high with trying to fight off a bunch of deadly pirates that are constantly trying to kill them.
Yeah,
William's not as concerned with her fighting. He's more concerned with
Trauma?
yes, her getting trauma like he has.
It's actually very on brand for. I can appreciate that.
I mean, when you live on Neverland Island, you lose some lost boys. Sometimes they grow up, and sometimes they don't get to grow up because they go out fighting to keep the pirates away. And so I've dealt with it, and I'm tough. And I can handle it.
As a frog, I'm gonna stick my head out of the cup and say, "Wow, it's dark as fuck," and then go back into the cup.
I'm just gonna give Sadie a hug.
And Sadie like nuzzles in. She's like, "Yeah, I'm tough. I can I can do it. I just, if you guys want to help, I'll help. But like, it's like not a big deal. It's fine. But then she also like gives you a pointed look, like, please bring me.
I'm gonna also like cover her a bit, and I'm gonna look at William.
We are not abandoning this child. She is not okay.
He kind of looks at Christina and he like eyes towards the door like he wants to have a conversation with you away from Sadie.
Yeah, I will set her down and
Okay.
Question:
step outside.
Am I taller than Christina? Is Brick taller than her?
I am, I think, like 6 feet.
You guys are about the same height.
No,
Yeah,
because
but
I was
I'm
gonna
wearing
try and
heels,
stand behind her and
so-
like I want to like stand behind her with like my arms crossed, like.
I don't
Just
think
there.
anybody realizes how tall I am. I didn't even realize how tall I am.
How tall are you?
6'10".
Whoa,
You're a
mister,
full
you're
taller
giant.
than William.
Yeah, I'm only wearing like 3-inch heels, so you're definitely the tall.
I'm the tallest and the heaviest.
Yeah. I followed them over there because I kind of
And probably the weakest.
what William wants to say, so I'm just standing behind Christina.
I like
William.
to literally
Okay.
imagine TJ as like Roadhog from
Get
While
over.
you guys go have your
And
little talk,
Sadie is
Sadie is
Junkrat.
going to like Sadie is going to sit with Sir Fibian swimming around in the beer stein, and just like kind of cheer him on, maybe make like a little hoop for him to jump through.
Frog Olympics.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah,
a frog.
major frog.
He's a frog. Frog Olympics.
Hell yes.
William looks at Christina and he says, I'm not suggesting we abandon the child. I'm suggesting we find a safe place for her to stay.
Also, just for shits and giggles, is while I'm sitting here and we're all together, I don't even know how I would flavor this, but I want to cast Detect Magic accidentally.
Okay.
He's like he waves his hand in the air, like as
He's
he's ready to
studying
go.
everyone so hard. Like,
Yeah.
I've been looking at everything so much.
So you're
There's
trying.
so much new stuff.
You accidentally do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. And you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic. So, what would this tell me in this room with this party?
How does it does it direct you exactly to where something would be, or does it just?
It would in combat. It sounds like it would be my action to actually. Yeah, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. So I imagine if you use it in combat, you can use your action to be like, that's magical.
Okay.
Specifically.
Roll a perception check.
I'll use that one. Use this one. And it's on its side, of course. 14.
So you cast it, and all of a sudden you just feel yourself glow. Like your faint blue light that you kind of have like in your gears that shows that you're alive is there, but all of a sudden like your whole body just like flashes. And you are extremely confused by that.
Oh yeah, I guess he technically is
Make
a
a
magic
note.
object.
Make a note of this for later.
Alright, so
Wait.
conversation outside.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
William says to Christina, I'm not suggesting we abandon the child. I'm suggesting we find a safe place for her to stay.
I mean, I get that, but like you seem like you know about things, and I can't really think of a safer place than with us. I mean, literally everyone's a murderer.
If she ends up like me, it's on you.
And if she ends up like me, that's on me too. So, give him the thumbs up.
He just kind of steps back inside.
So, TJ.
No, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder real quick, and I'm gonna be like, "I'm sorry you had to see that. I know it must have hurt to see a man become a cop." And then I'm gonna walk away. Because right now, that's my understanding. Because I am only going off of what Sadie has told me. You gotta remember, I don't have a whole lot of context clues when it comes to people.
You and me both.
Wait.
So TJ, you have just spent the day combat. You had combat with these people, and you're pretty impressed how well they could hold their own in a battle, and you think these might be the right kind of people to help your brothers and Red Riding Hood with your wolf problem.
Yeah, so after, like, I guess we walked back in there after the conversation outside, because I was just standing behind Christina menacingly to hear what William had to say. I kind of look at you all, like, so, I think it's about time I tell you why I am here. A while back, my village was attacked while me and my brothers were off hunting by the big bad wolf, and we ran into him recently while hunting him down with our companion Red Riding Hood, and he kind of fucked me up. I show him the scar on my shoulder. Sorry for my language, children. And I'm like, I'm out here looking for warriors to help me fight him, and I think you guys might be the one. I'm not sure about you though, Sadie, but you're cool. You're cool in my book for now.
William pats you on the shoulder, and you look at where his hand. He pats you right on where you showed the scar. You look at where it was, and it's gone.
That was so cool.
I look at him and I'm like, thank you, my good brother. Now what do you say? Will you help me?
I will help you if you help me kill the huntsman.
Of course. That dude's a dick.
I'm gonna need somebody to write down all the things we're
Did
doing.
I do an insight or something to see if I know who the huntsman is, like a wisdom or something? A history? Okay. I got a nat 20. I know all the histories.
So you know of the huntsman. You've never encountered him, but from all the villages that you and your brothers in Red Riding Hood have passed through in the past weeks and months, you've heard the tales of the new Queen Mary and her dark companion who have been pretty much terrorizing their own kingdom with some of the dark and disturbing things they've done. So you know of him, you know of his danger.
Fair enough. But I look at him like, you help me, and I got you. My trident is yours.
I'm gonna walk over to TJ and reach as high as I can, which is like mid-thigh, and place my hand there and say, not much of a fighter. It's a hard pass. But I'll stick around until we can get home.
Alright.
Amphibian's gonna hop out of the mug, but like that weird frog hop where like it's one leg and then he just kind of plops onto the table. And then he's gonna come over and he's gonna put his sword like down and he's like, "You have my blade, good sir. I know all too well how terrible wolves can be."
Yeah, they're...
Can I put my hand on the table for him to climb on my shoulder if he wants to?
Yeah, he'll do that. Also, yeah, I mean, frogs have natural enemies, you know?
I guess that's true.
And I don't see it where have you ever seen a dog interact with a frog? That's the first thing they do is try to eat it. Like,
That's true.
Ain't wrong.
Yeah, we can help for sure, but like we also have stuff that we have to do, Phibian, so maybe don't just sign up for every extracurricular.
Sadie's like, what else do we have to do? Like looking at Christina, and she's like searching for paper. Like, she's like, okay, we got a wolf, and like she's trying to remember it all. Like,
Ben, are you still in frog
so
form?
much to do.
So in what?
Are you still in frog form?
I got out of when I walked over tonight on wild shape.
So, Sadie, you, when Jed turns back into his natural form, you see how like sparkly his wings are, and having experience in the world that you've grown up in, you recognize the hue to his skin and the wings, that they kind of look like the similar shape that pixies have for their wings. But he's not a pixie. He doesn't look like a pixie.
Interesting. So I go, hey, Mr. Jed, and I kind of like, toddle off, the little stool I'm on or whatever, and I make my way over, and I go, so first, you look beautiful. I love it. I love all of this. Second of all, did you look like this from where you came from?
I immediately, as soon as I hear this, go, no, he did not.
Oh, so you were like, you looked boring before, or?
I wouldn't call it boring. That's not the word I would use, but as my tall friend here says, I was a not green boy, and I had no wings.
Oh, you didn't even have wings. Okay.
Ew.
So you're like not part pixie at all?
Nope. Just a little gnome.
Huh.
I'm probably the first winged gnome.
Then I pick him up. And
You look like you've got some. You look like you've got some pixie in you for sure. Did you?
Maybe on my mom's side.
Can I? Is there any sort of check I can do, either like history or like nature for like the world that I live in or something, to know that like coming in contact with like pixie dust or something can give you these features?
Go ahead and do I would say either a history or a nature, whichever one.
Okay, I think they're both the same. Yeah. Oh, but that's a sweet ass roll. That's a 21.
Okay, so there's all kinds of magic that could turn creatures into other creatures, but
I was thinking of something like instantaneous. Yeah.
Yeah, you have heard of gnomes and pixies, because they are relatively the same size in this world. You have heard of them, starting families together, crossing lines and such. And you could probably conduce that there's a good chance that Jed is not a gnome, but he's probably both.
I see.
They're your recessive genes.
Yeah. So Sadie kind of like stares at you for a minute, and she's got her brow furrowed. She's thinking, and she's trying to remember something. and she remembers, and she goes, "Oh, you're going through a special change."
You also know that what they go by in this world is they're called trixies.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're just having a special change. Like like the kind that you get when you get older.
That explains the hair.
Yeah.
He's becoming a man.
So you thought you were a gnome, but I think you're just a trixie.
Well, you officially know more about me than me. So
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So I think you had this like deep inside somewhere, and it was just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And then when you got here, it just exploded. And then all that stuff came to the surface, and it turned your skin green, and you got wings, and they're like so sparkly. And I like them so much. And so I think that it's okay, the things that you have. And it just means that, like, you know, there were some secrets about you didn't know, and now you do.
Now you're special.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's
thank you guys.
It's just something that people go through, so you don't have to feel embarrassed about it, even if you did before.
I've been adding all of this information to my green Jed notes. Like,
After this pep talk,
I'm gonna grab CTPO's book, and I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna guess I don't know how to read, so I'm just gonna be like, this isn't really interesting, and I'm just gonna toss it back on the table.
After that pep talk, I'm so inspired. I'm gonna climb up real high. I'm gonna try to fly one last time.
You can climb on top of me.
I put you on my head, by the way, so you are standing 6 feet off the ground.
My dude, yeah, I'll give you a bardic inspiration from that little speech I just gave.
Baby bird theory.
We just had a long rest.
No.
Okay. Acrobatics.
14 plus 2.
So 16. So you jump and you start to fall, but your wings start to kind of beat. And you don't quite stay like, it is kind of more like a glide. You kind of like glide to the ground.
You have unlocked slow fall.
So yeah, now you know how to glide, but you haven't really, figured out quite how to keep yourself levitating.
And Sadie just looks up wide-eyed and goes, "It's what he was made for."
He's a beautiful butterfly.
We still haven't gone to bed yet, have we?
No, I was gonna actually say.
Oh well, that was my one. I had one more, I thought.
Yeah, then you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
So Sir Fabian had told Christina earlier on in the night that he had made arrangements with the owner of the house to get a private room for her.
Oh my god.
So she doesn't have to sleep in the same room with the rest of the men.
riffraff?
Yeah. So he kind of, like, it gets late. You guys realize it's probably time to rest up since you have a lot of traveling ahead of you.
All right, I'm gonna do what I've always been told to do. Is there a closet?
Yes.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go power down in there because Merle never liked to see me, not active. So he always put me behind a door in a tiny room where it didn't matter anymore.
Okay.
It's just my house etiquette.
I'm guessing there's like a hallway or something covering both the doors, and I'm just gonna sleep in that hallway because as a pig, I feel like I don't need a bed.
So the
just
room
in case something
downstairs,
attacks.
you guys are in, it's a house. So you're in like a room where that's like the living kitchen area. It's like a small village house, and then there's like a upper loft area with like a door that's private. The villager has given you guys the home for the night, so they're going to stay with a friend. So essentially, Sir Fabian leads Christina up to that room. I'm assuming she's taking Sadie with her.
Yeah.
Sadie's used to sleeping outside. So Sadie offers to sleep outside so that other people have more room.
Oh no.
William was gonna go grab his tent and throw it up in the town square.
I was gonna sleep in front of the door of the house to block it from anyone coming in because
Well-
It's
Why
like,
does
we could
nobody
all go
in this
camping together.
use a bed?
Hmm?
Well,
This is weird.
I've just been walking for like so many weeks and weeks and weeks that I just like I got used to it. I don't know.
You can sleep in the bed. You can.
Christina?
That's okay.
Christina.
Yeah,
Why would I use a bed?
because I don't know, self-respect, man. Like
Wasn't
you're
programmed.
still a person. Like you are
That's
alive.
It's up for debate.
I mean,
It's okay, Mr. TPO.
Sure.
You can use my bed.
that
I
was.
don't use beds. I think it's called what you would know is I hibernate. I don't sleep. I just kind of stop doing
Oh.
stuff for a certain amount of time. But I'm never
Yeah,
actually
you go to bear
out.
dream. Yeah. Okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
Your dream is the
So-
best way to describe hibernation.
So Sir
Ah.
Fabian leads Christina and Sadie, because I don't think Christina's gonna give Sadie a choice.
No.
Okay.
Up to the bedroom. You guys can get settled in for bed.
Okay, Sadie does have a bedtime ritual. Sadie has a little straw doll. It's like a little doll made of straw that's just bound up with like little string to make like a vaguely people shape. And its name is Charlie. And she sits with it, and she has a ritual where she tells it all about what happened that day. And she goes, "Okay, Charlie, so I got up this morning and I found some breakfast. It was some berries, and then I went around and I saw this man, and he was really hurt, and he said that there's danger, and he said, go to this town. It's big, scary, big bad guys. They take all our blood." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And so I did, and I went, and she tells the whole story. And there's this guy. He had like this blue magic, and he's like he does bear sleep, and then there's like another, and this she's like a frog princess, and they're all very good friends with me now, and like just tells like the whole story of the day in a very little kid way, and just like has Charlie like propped up on the pillow or whatever, and then when she's done with that, she's like, "Okay, Charlie, have a good rest of your night," and gives a kiss on the head, and then goes to bed.
Well, she's doing that. I'm gonna use mending on like all stuff because I'm assuming they're not. And get
On
those
all my
mended.
clothes, is that what you said?
Yeah, like your clothes
Oh,
and
yeah.
belongings, and like so you have normal stuff to wear tomorrow. Because-
Sadie's clothes are
Like very maternal.
full of holes that Sadie has really messily tried to sew up herself so that they'll
But-
last longer, but they look like trash.
Clean. They are clean clothes.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Don't know they are.
Oh, they are now.
I made sure of it.
Oh, now they are. Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be exciting. She's gonna wake up and she's gonna have like a full makeover montage. She's gonna have hair with no knots and clothes that are clean with no rips.
Yeah,
And
we
be like, it's a whole new me.
brushed her hair. We gave her a bath. We fixed her clothes.
It's gonna be like, "Oh, is this what royalty feels like?" And you're like, "No, this is what just a regular person feels like."
This is
We've
what it feels
become-
like to be people.
This is
We
what
have-
like
bare
to not
minimum,
be
Sadie.
feral.
We've
But,
just
yeah, right. This
become
is
we've
what it means
become
to not
like
be a ragamuffin.
we've all become foster parents. We've all just become foster parents.
That's pretty much it.
That's fine. At least the foster child is useful. Wait,
That's
Wow.
that came out way worse than it did.
Oh no, just stab me right in the open heart, dang.
Am I wrong? Why are you booing me? You know I'm right.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else they want to do before they go to bed?
Nope.
I'm gonna look back and forth and make sure everyone downstairs is asleep. And then I'm gonna cast Animal Friendship on Bricks. Then go to sleep.
Your spell doesn't work because he's not an animal. He is a
And
humanoid.
he's not your friend.
He's a humanal.
It was
That's so
worth a
rude.
shot.
You could have done that to Amphibian, but you blew it.
Oh, it's
So
happening eventually.
you guys rest up for the night. You guys get your sleep, and then the next morning, you guys eat breakfast, get settled in. There's a whole montage where Christina brushes Sadie's hair after giving her a bath and braids it and puts a flower in it, and her clothes are all clean and mended. And the rest of you, when they come downstairs in the morning, you don't even recognize Sadie anymore. She looks like a totally different little
Gonna
girl.
do a twirl. The biggest twirl.
Real talk. Can I use mending to fix Sadie's teeth? Because she said she's missing some teeth.
No, she's just got gap teeth.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Yeah,
just like missing half your teeth.
No.
And I was like,
No. She's got all her teeth. She just naturally has like a gap between her front teeth.
Buff
That's
witch
fair.
dentist.
Which, I mean, you could try to do that, but I don't know that
I'm
anything's
not-
necessarily broken.
No,
You just
I
gave
thought
me
she had
magic
like
braces.
broken teeth, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, Sadie's
yeah.
favorite pastime is just chewing on rocks.
yeah.
She's
Just,
So you guys get breakfast and then head out on the road.
I'm just sitting there awkwardly the whole time, like,
William puts Sadie on top of the horse, and he walks next to the horse, and he starts telling Sadie stories of battle.
and Sadie's
I
like
put-
on the horse and like takes her little like baby-sized rapier off of her thing and pretends to be like charge, like she's doing little like along with your little like war stories.
And
She's
as
so
we're
into
heading
it.
out, I just put Jed on my shoulder and Amphibian on my head.
Amphibian stays on my head, but he sits under my little witch hat.
Fair enough. Fine, Jed can go on top of my head. My whole thing is gonna be wearing our small friends as hats.
That's,
Well,
that's fine.
so you guys head down this trail as the sun rises behind you, or it rises in the east. So as the sun rises ahead of you, as you head to the east in search of the prince with his sleeping cursed princess. And that is where we end the session, guys.
Yeah.
So, any questions?
Actually, I have one really quickly.
Okay.
So the weight increase and the temp HP, does it disappear on a long rest, or?
Yes, I would say at this point it's gone.
I want to clear that out before I come back next time. Like, temp HP?
Alright,
Sweet.
so any other questions about anything?
Nah.
Did you guys have
I
a
don't
good
think so.
time? It was good.
Did we level up?
Yeah, it was good.
Not yet.
It was worth a shot.
Y'all just leveled up for this one, so. But yeah, so we will probably set next session for after the new year, just because holidays are coming up and people are going to be busy.
Yeah, sounds great.
Stuff like that. Well, go ahead and close this out for the video. Thanks everyone for coming and watching. Hope you enjoyed the story, and we'll see y'all next time.
Remember to
Bye.
never spay
Bye.
your goats.
Bye.